Yeah, I mean, TikTok is amazing, isn't it? There is just endless and endless videos here. I use it a lot for this real estate stuff. So let's take a look. Here's an agent talking about 5 mistakes that home sellers make, and let's see if we can learn something.
Here are 5 mistakes that some sellers make, and some of them cost them a lot of money. Number one, hiring the wrong agent. And I'm going to be real honest here. Not all agents are the same. Some agents take cell phone pictures and put your house on the MLS and put a sign in the yard and then do nothing else. Other agents have a strategy, pricing and positioning and negotiation. And
Yeah.
if you choose the wrong one, sometimes you don't know right.
Yeah, it's really amazing in today's day and age why, and we talk about, like, let's just clarify, right? So cell phone pictures can be really good. I'm not saying that we should do that when we market your house, but if you are pretty good with your cell phone and you do it in landscape, some of those pictures might look pretty good. There's no excuse for not doing professional photography, but making sure that when you talk to your agent that they have a clear strategy. She's absolutely right. So having a professional photographer, video when it's applicable, and understanding what to do in the event that it doesn't sell. Like, what's the plan here? What are your numbers based on, right? Hey, how much is my house worth? Well, I don't know. I mean, a comprehensive market analysis is very, very important. You may know the neighborhood or not, but as an agent, if you do know the neighborhood, you may have a pretty good feel about what it's going to be. But don't be lazy, man. Bring your client a comprehensive market analysis and show them how you arrived at the numbers. There is math behind a lot of this. It's not a feeling.
Away, and your house sits on the market with no marketing. Number two goes along with number one. The seller did not ask enough questions before they hired the agent. Sellers don't ask, how are you pricing my home? How are you marketing it?
Yeah.
What is your strategy if it doesn't sell? And then later they're frustrated because the expectation was never set. Number three, not preparing the home enough for sale. Now, I
True.
am not telling you to go spend $50,000 on remodeling.
So, wow, she's going fast, but there's a lot to unpack here, too. Hey, one of the things I learned early on in this business is the definition of certain words can be very subjective. So, how about neat and tidy? That goes a long way. How about clean? That goes a long way too. And certainly, we don't want to insult anybody, but we also know how someone objectively may see the house. So, it's important that your clients fully understand, if you're a real estate agent, that neat and tidy does go a long way, and that, home doesn't always have to have the most perfect, beautiful updates, because no home is perfect. But is it clean? Is it decluttered? These are things that don't necessarily cost anything when preparing a home for sale. And the truth is, at some point, everything is going to have to get out of the house, right? That house is going to get sold and it's going to be gone, and you're going to be living somewhere else. So all that stuff's going to have to leave. So why don't we get some of that stuff out ahead of time if you have too much stuff?
Clean it, declutter it,
There you go.
fix the obvious issues
Yeah.
like the caulking in the tub and the tub
Yeah.
and shower that's
Easy.
all gross and grimy. Clean
Yep.
that. Buyers walk in and notice everything. Number
Hey, here's a tip for you when you're cleaning, right? If you have one of those walk-in showers that has that plastic pan instead of tile, you know what I'm talking about, right? And if it's one of those plastic pans that sort of has like this nasty, like brownish film, you know what I'm talking about? It's pretty nasty, right? And you've tried like all kinds of cleaners on it and it's not working. Here's an interesting tip that I learned a long time ago. Easy Off unscented. Has to be unscented because Easy Off has a pretty nasty smell. Easy Off unscented will get most of that grime off of that plastic shower pan. Real important. Here's another tip for you. Does your home have like odors? Like, and look, maybe it's pets, maybe it's cigarette smoke, maybe it's just cooking odors that you can't seem to get rid of. Obviously, some of it may be trapped in carpets, and some of it may be trapped in the curtains and the drapes. Um, One of the best products that I have come across to help that is something called Odoban. Odoban, Odoban. They sell it at all the big box retailers. They sell it in small spray bottles. They sell it in big jugs. I like the stuff that's doesn't have much of a perfume smell. They make them in all kinds of scents now. Try to find the closest thing you can find to unscented, because what it does is, at an enzymatic level, it gets rid of the smell. It doesn't mask it. Don't use those plugins. People hate that stuff and they think you're covering something. Do whatever you can to get rid of the smell, because that just stays with people and it can really turn them off.
For overpricing from the start. I know you want to roll your eyes at me. Sellers think
Overpricing.
that they're just going to try high and then lower the price. But
Yeah,
you miss your window. You
true.
miss the best buyers. There's less leverage after you've been on the market for a long time. And
Yeah, and in this market, more than any other time, at least in my service area, what we notice is there is such huge price sensitivity. And because we are still kind of like leaning into a seller's market, you can't underprice a home. So I know this is going to sound counterintuitive, but if you want to go, if you want to get this for your house, the old way of thinking was, well, price it here. And years ago, when we used to look at the data, we would price a home and we would say, well, you can expect to get 95, 94, 96% of the list price if it was priced properly. But what we find now is just the opposite. If it's priced up here, people still tend not to negotiate down. If they think it's overpriced, they're just not going to make that offer. So if this is a reasonable range for the proper pricing of your house, price it at the lower end of what's reasonable, and there's a very good chance you'll get an offer or more over asking price. As I record this video, we are averaging still about 105% of the list price if the home was priced properly from the start. And if you're a data person, we can literally see it in the results statistics report that I review with clients. And we can see if the home is on the market 7 days, 14 days, 18 days, chances are it's sold for more than the asking price. When we see the DOM, which is days on market, increase 35 days, 40 days, 60 days, whatever, then we see the list price to sell price ratio drop below 100. Very interesting. The data shows it all.
Number 5, letting emotions drive all of your choices. I think it's worth more. I want to make more. I don't like this offer. I don't like the feedback. All of those things are emotional.
Yeah, the feedback is great. So like we ask for feedback every time your house is shown, and then it can be rough sometimes, especially let's say an odor. Oh, I don't smell anything. Okay, well, or the buyers wanted more of an updated kitchen, and then you take it personally. Well, my kitchen is pretty updated. Try. She's absolutely right. Take a step back, take a deep breath. They don't know you. You will never know who these people are. If they're not interested, they're not interested. We're looking at the feedback for objectivity. So if we get feedback on a house and we consistently see or in that feedback that there are some odors in your house, maybe it's cigar, smells like cigars in the house, right? So that's something that we can sit down and we can go, what can we do about that? What can we do to eliminate that concern for the next set of buyers that comes through your house? Other pieces of feedback might be the home is too big, the home is too small, they're not ready to make a decision yet. We see that kind of stuff all the time. Well, that's feedback that, okay, kind of good to know, but we can't do anything with that. So to me, the feedback, what I'm looking for is anything that we can adjust in order to sell your house.
Get it. This is your home. But the market does not respond to emotion. It responds to value. Which one of these mistakes do you see the most? Questions, ask me, follow for more tips from your real estate bestie.
Yep, she's absolutely right. So there was some good information there. I'm glad we had a chance to unpack it. Appreciate you watching as always. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, comment below, and I will see you on the next one.